G'day guys, and welcome to Retrospect Reviews. I'm Vince, and it's been a while. I think about 7 months since I was able to pick something up for the games room. So I was really fortunate and lucky to pick up 5 boxed IBM games. I think most of them come from about the 90s or the late 80s, and they were only going for $6 each. So I snapped them up. I really didn't look, so I haven't really opened them up and seen what's in them. I was assured by the seller that they do have the games in them, but that's all they knew. They used to belong to their son, who no longer wants them. They're having a bit of a clear out, and so I thought for $6 each it was worth it. So I took all 5 games. There was a few bonus ones. Loose discs that they chucked in. They had no use for it. They said the computer that their son had years ago was an IBM, and they no longer had it. And these were just put in a box one day, and they've just discovered them as I was cleaning them out. So anyhow, long story short, I picked up 5 boxed IBM games from probably late 80s, early 90s, probably more in the early 90s. Anyhow, let's start off with the few bonus discs that they chucked in. They didn't know what to do with, so I got some loose discs. Some of these are copied. So this is Wolfenstein Disc 1, all 6 episodes. Type install. That's not uncommon for Wolfenstein. And there's the second disc there. A lot of people only had Wolfenstein as the demo or the a pirated copy back in the day. I remember only ever seeing it as a shareware at JCar and Tandy. I never actually ever saw the full version. I even think you had to send away for the full version, if I remember right. But yeah, like I said, I've never seen it in box back in the day. So yeah, that obviously that's what I got these from. Moving on. Now these are loose. This is another. I remember seeing these also at JCar and Tandy. They came in little packages. This is Epic Pinball Pack 1, Epic Pinball Pack 3 and 2. So it's all 3 Epic Pinball. I can't remember if these were shareware or they were full games. I can't remember now. I know they were in with the Wolfenstein demo and all that, so I got a feeling these might have been shareware, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, now here's Flight Scenes Flight Collection. I'm not sure how these came from Microsoft. This might have been part of their package deal. I'm not sure. I do have a few of the Microsoft Flight Simulator games, so I might have a look and see if they reference these. I'm not 100% sure of that. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see those. And I think this is just... Oh, so they've got... It looks like this might be the pirated copy of Flight Simulator. But, I'm not sure how that works. I thought it would have been on more discs than that. But maybe this is just the only disc that they found. Like I said, these were chucked in because they didn't know what to do with them. So it just came with the bundle of games. Okay, let's move on to the first box game. Now, the first box game, it's a small box, but I think it only came in this size, but it is Pictionary. Now, the boxes are not bad for the age. Like I said, I have to find out. I've got a feeling Pictionary might be late 80s, but I could be wrong with that. But yeah, I've got a copy of this on the Commodore 64, an original copy, but I have no idea where the disc came from. But this is the IBM one. So let's have a look inside. So the boxes are in really nice condition. So we've got the floppy. There doesn't look to be any mold on them. Like I said, they were packed in a box and just left there for the last 30 years, I think they said. Maybe a bit less. And we got the manual here. Nothing too fancy on there. I don't know if it's got a copyright on it or not. But since I had this on the Commodore 64, that's what makes me think this might be a late 80s version, because I didn't have. I had the Commodore. I used the Commodore 64. I suppose I did use it in the 90s, but I was more into the Amiga. 85 is, but that could be the date of the actual Pictionary, the board game. So I'm not sure here. Yeah. So what's on here? Any dates? No dates. I might have to look that up. So that's in there, and then there's this card. What's this card do? Is this anything to do? Or play difficult action objects, personal preference. Wow, that is so small. I have no idea if that's to do with Pictionary or not. My eyes do not see that anymore. I have to have a closer look at that. I don't know, you might be able to see that on the camera. But that was in there as well. Okay, so that's Pictionary. Put that away. But I do remember seeing this on the shelves. Like I said, I did see it on the shelves, and I do have the original Commodore 64 version of this, but not in box. Okay, moving on. Next game is Pro Tennis Tour. Not really big on the sports games. Never really got into the tennis. I think tennis on the Commodore, on the Atari 2600 was probably the closest I got to playing tennis on any kind of device. But yeah, here we are. Small box again. So we'll have a look inside. So Pro Tennis comes to Tennis Tour comes on 2 discs. So we got the original and disc 2. Once again, booklet. Somebody's written EGA inside. So yeah, nothing. No, doesn't look like there's any surprises along this one, except for the EGA inside. So that's nice. The box is in good condition as well. There's the back. Once again, I'm not sure. This has got a UBS, so this is 89. So that shows you this is this game came out around roughly 89. So it's probably about the same time Pictionary came out. Okay, the next game is this one. This one's pretty good. I used to play this on the Amiga, Lethal Weapon. I haven't played it on the IBM, but I haven't played it for years, but I haven't. I don't think I got past the first level. There's somewhere along there. I do remember getting stuck somewhere and I couldn't work out where to go. Or I kept dying. If I remember right, it has an easy death rate, I think. Maybe I wasn't skilled enough when I was younger to play it. So here's another one. These are all called Hit Squad. So these must be like the second runs, I call them, where the first run of the game, now they're on to the budget version of boxes. Addictive, exciting and challenging. So that's the Lethal Weapon. I've got a feeling these graphics might be from the Amiga, because I can't imagine the IBM back in the early 90s would have super crisp graphics like they do today. The Amiga was one of the standouts back in the day. Now let's have a look inside. So we got 1 disc for Lethal Weapon. I'm hoping that's all there was for that one. And inside, nothing, no surprises there. So it's got a date of 92. I thought Lethal Weapon came out in about 87. Oh, actually, yeah. So obviously the game was took a little bit longer than they were probably expecting. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe it was the early 90s that the first Lethal Weapon came out. I'm sure it was the 80s. But yeah, nothing too exciting in there. But yeah, great box. So yeah, that's good. Maybe it came out when Lethal Weapon 2 came out and they just released it, Lethal Weapon. I don't know if there was a sequel to that game or to the sequel to the movie. Anyhow, moving on. Now we're moving to another big box. This one's actually like a big box. So we got Risky Woods. Now this one looks like it might have been on the bottom of the pile in the box. So it has got a little damage here. There's a few techniques I might try to pop that out and make it look a bit nicer. This is another one. I think I might have had a pirated version on the Amiga. Like there were so many games that came out on the Amiga, and everyone was just swapping and pirating them and that. So I probably had games that I never even played. But this was, I think it's a platform game. 92 again, but like I said, this is an IBM version. So the box is a little damaged, but nothing that might be able to be pushed back out and saved. Make it a bit hard to take the lid off there. So once again, we got one disc. Oh, it's got a little bit of staining on there, so I might have to have a look at that and maybe check to make sure that's not mould. So nothing too exciting there. Okay, we've got a booklet. Okay, there's a couple of surprise things in here. So we'll start off with the normal manual. So it's, yeah, turn on A1200 computer and hold down mouse button. Simultaneously, after a few seconds, a start control menu will appear. A1200. Oh, that must be for the Amiga. Oh no, that would be the Atari ST, would it? Additional A1200 and A4000 loading instructions. Okay. It has to be an Amiga, that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything too surprising in there. Once again, I don't think I've played this, so I can't tell you if it's good or bad. Maybe it's something I might have to give a go on the Amiga version. I don't have great success with some of the IBM of the DOS bot and that. So DOS box. Okay, what have we got here? Somebody's put on the introduction, type in QWETYU10P, then write your player, press F1 for health. Oh, so this is cheap for limited lives or something like that. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and what's the last thing we got here? Okay, these are the install instructions for the IBM version. So that must have been either for the Amiga, the A1200 instructions. I read out first. So that's how to load it on the IBM back in the day. Okay, very good. Happy with that. Like I said, the box is kind of salvageable, but yeah, I'd say that was sitting on the bottom of whatever else was sitting on top. And last but not least, something I thought was pretty cool, probably the thing that excited me the most, was getting a hold of a big box version of Battle Chess 2 Chinese Chess. I always wanted Battle Chess on the Amiga. I had the pirated version, but I never had the original. That'd be cool to get in box. But this is Battle Chess 2 Chinese Chess, and I don't think I've ever played the sequel. I don't recall it. So, because I love Battle Chess, so I don't know if there's any crazy moves that the 3D pieces do or not, but it'd be worth checking out. So there's the back, and it's in really nice condition. Like I said, I think, is this an early 90s? 1990s is the copyright date on it. And this is heavy. So this must have a few things in it. So let's open it up. It's got a slide boxing, so there's the cover. So interplay here. The inside box is a little damaged, but nothing too major. Okay, there's a fair few things in this one. Okay, I don't think this has got to do with Battle Chess. What is this? Red Dragon software. Print partners. To get started, place disk in drive A or B. Type A or B and press enter. Next, type install and press enter. So I don't think that's got to do with Battle Chess. Print partners. I don't know what that is. I might have to try finding out what that's about. What do we got here? Okay, we got some backup discs. Battle Chess 2, disc 1 and disc 2. Something that you used to do back in the day. And we've got two of the originals on the little discs. And we got the big 5 1/4 discs. So we got 3 of those. I wasn't expecting to see that. So that's pretty cool. And we got the manual here. And we got a few other things in here. So Battle Chess 2 with the manual. Don't know if there's any surprises in here. Doesn't look like it. It's pretty standard stuff. Okay. Appendix. Not sure what that's about. Okay. So that's it. No surprises inside the booklet there. Looks like they're the programmers. Okay, this doesn't look like it should belong in here. I'm sure this is from like a Master System or Mega Drive. Oh no, it could have been part of this. I just remember getting these in Mega Drive and the catalogs and that stuff like that. So this is Mega Zone, Xmas Surprise. Huh, I actually own that on the Commodore 64. Oh no, I own that one too. So I've got those two. That's weird. Geez, that was so $39.95 for the Commodore 64. I remember getting that for my birthday, and I still got it to this day. So here's the Master System. This is why I associate this with the Master System, because I just remember getting these exact same things in with the Sega Master System. There's the Master System games. But obviously they might have dropped them into the big box stuff as well. I've got this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's the Indiana Jones. What's this one? Oh no, this has got Indiana Jones Turbo Outrun. So it's got a few things. Back to Future 2. Always wanted that. Never been able to pick it up. The box version. Gremlins 2. So this is all. Rick Dangerous. Great game. Rick Dangerous 2. So yeah, I don't know if that was meant to be in there. It might have been, because it has got big box games on it as well. And a manual for Leaderboard Golf, which I do not have and did not come with this package. So somebody be looking for Leaderboard Golf on it. I think I've got Leaderboard Golf on the Commodore 64 in a multi-pack. So I might chuck that manual in with it, but it shouldn't be in Battle Chest. And the software registration card. Wow. So that's it. That's these Battle Chest 2. So that's Battle Chest 2. Well guys, that's everything I picked up in the last 7 months, believe it or not. Well, I think that was a great bargain. $6 each, couple of bonus discs. Love the box art, especially Battle Chest 2. Would love to have had the big box of Risky Woods and Lethal Weapon, but overall, for $6 each, and game boxes that are roughly 30 years old, I think that was a pretty good score. This doesn't come up very often for me anymore. Normally, somebody would be wanting, $60 at least for one of these games in box now. That's just how crazy it is on eBay, and just anywhere that I see these games come up. Now this was just in a small country town that I was going through. I stopped at a garage sale, and voila, I was able to pick these up. Anyhow, what was your favourite thing that I picked up out of the lot? Was it all of it, or just, Lethal Weapon? Did that bring back memories? Battle Chest 2. I love the graphics of Battle Chest 2. That's probably what I really went for. But Risky Woods has that Amiga kind of style look, even though it's a PC game, but it has that graphics that always reminds me of my childhood of playing on the Amiga and seeing the box art, which used to draw me to it. But yeah, I'm quite happy with all these. It's nice to put some big box games back into my collection. So yeah, I was quite happy. Anyhow, in the comments, let me know what you thought down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and share this video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I upload a new video every week. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. I don't have great success with some of the IBM of the DOS bot and that. So DOS box.